Hi, welcome to part 1 of our journey through the second area of Stonefang Tunnels through the armor Spider Archstone. You can see something a little different in my recordings this time in that I'm not playing alone, but I'll explain that in just a second. Here you will have one guy to your right when you come in, and he will be for the most part alone, and then across from him on the other side, just inside the circular archway, is going to be another guy, and he will be alone also. So taking them out should be fairly easy, you won't get ganged up on. Be careful behind where I am here, right there. If you get close enough to those glowing balls, they will explode on you and cause quite a bit of damage. So try to avoid those. They're going to be all throughout the level. They are very annoying, and sometimes you don't see them right away, so try to have your reflexes up. There will be two here in this room. You can see the other one coming down there. But here, this is where I'm actually summoning Kuro, and he goes through this entire level with me, which is very exciting to me. I was so happy to be able to play with him like this. We went all the way through, and then we were able to go to the boss together, but it took him a little while to get summoned into my world here, so I cut a little part out so you don't have to watch me spinning in circles for a very long period of time. Try to keep in mind that where you are is going to be, or where you were, your general area is going to be, it's my dog here, your general area is going to be where the person you summon is going to be summoned, where you're standing. So I didn't want to stand too close to the traps, but he's familiar with them. He got those out of the way for me. So we go down here to the left first, down this tunnel, and we're going to go exploring. The first thing that will greet you is another one of those carts that will explode. So be on your toes throughout this level, because there's going to be lots of traps, lots of enemies that are traps themselves in a sense. There is one enemy that we found that explodes upon death. So this guy is not one of them. This is a fat official, as I found out he is called through the Wikipedia. It never actually tells you what they are called, but he is a fat official, so we took him out. And I don't know if you can see, Kuro's weapon is actually a piercing type of damage, so he does a lot more damage than I do, which is helpful, so I was really glad to have him along. But going down here, you can roll through the rocks or just hack and slash them, and there will be this guy here in between. And then once you're done with that, you can go out into this area around here, where there will be tall, very annoying worms that will pop up when you come near their spot. And if you see, I'm not really doing any damage to them because I can't hit them for some reason, and I couldn't figure out why at first. Going down here, there is a crystal lizard, which you will want to try to kill if you can, because he will give you some nice drops. And there's a message here that I don't think I bothered to really read, because I'm finding that a lot of messages aren't very helpful at certain points in the level. A lot of messages are just like, help me, or, I keep dying, I'm sick of this, I want to be resurrected. And for those who watch this who may leave messages like that, they're not helpful. I'll just say it again, they're not helpful to people. They're kind of funny in a sad way, but they're not helpful at all. But anyways, we're going down here. There's an elevator in the middle which you can activate using that little thing right there that I'm standing next to. So we go down here, and there's a crystal lizard party going on down this tunnel. So there are two here at the very beginning, which we took out pretty quickly, and they both, I think all of the crystal lizards will give you drops, so they both gave us drops, hard stones, there's shards and just stones in particular, and these are all good for your upgrades, keep that in mind. So these are really good spots for you to get items to upgrade your equips, make new weapons and stuff, things to do with the blacksmith. But going down here, there's a spiral pathway that you can go down, and there will be several crystal lizards all around here. So this is kind of like the jackpot. It's a little treasure hole. And here, we're just hacking and slashing away and trying to get all of them, because we don't really want to miss any drops if possible. One thing to note is that when you summon a player into your world, they can't see your items, so they can tell you where items are supposed to be. They can tell you where monsters have died, where items might be, but they can't actually see the items. And so if there are normal items in your surroundings where you're going to be able to find treasure or items or healing things like that, only you are going to be able to see them. So keep that in mind. When you go into a world of somebody else, you aren't going to be able to see any items. There will be nothing for you to pick up. It's all theirs. And then on the flip side of that, when you summon somebody, it's your responsibility to get all the items. So anyways, here I had forgotten an item that the crystal lizard had left, and so I had to go back and pick it up. There's just nothing else that I could do to get it. I had to go all the way down and walk all the way back up, which was kind of inconvenient, but I didn't know that there had been a drop there. I didn't know that he had killed one back there, so he had to go back and show me. So we did that, and then we're going back down this tunnel, going through, and we're going to explore further down this level. So just going through, and I'm sorry that I don't really run. I like to conserve my stamina for shielding and stuff. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in any of my videos or posts. You can actually run while shielding or blocking, so if you need to do that, like I'm doing right here, you can. But there is a little spot right there where the little floating balls are. You don't want to go there. That's just a big trap. And then right around the corner here is one of those traps. And then please take note that on these levels, the walls are not enough to protect you. You need to be a safe enough distance away, because sometimes the explosions will go through the walls because your actual distance is not that far. You can't see it because of the wall there, but just keep that in mind. So try to get a safe distance away, as opposed to thinking, you know what, I'm behind the wall, I'm safe, because that's not always true. But anyways, that's about as far as we go here, I think. We'll come down to the end here of this particularly long tunnel, and that's all this place is. But we reach the fog here, so that's about as far as we'll go in this part. We do go through the whole level together, as I said, but that's as much as you'll see here. So thank you for watching. Please like or subscribe us to see more, and then we will see you next time in part 2.